Hey, what's up guys, John here. Kamala Harris is now working on a ban on high prices inside of grocery stores.
Kamala Harris set to propose a federal ban on food and grocery price gouging.
She'll also outline a plan to lower costs for middle-class families and take on corporate price gouging.
And not just grocery stores, also banks, financial institutions, and landlords, how much they can charge.
Kamala Harris knows what it's like to be middle class. It's why she's determined to lower healthcare costs and make housing more affordable.
All of this change is happening inside of the last 15 days. Now, when you look at what Marc Andreessen, who's a multi-billionaire, has predicted, and what Amazon and what Walmart are also doing alongside of all this change, everything will make so much sense. Marc Andreessen, he basically founded the first major web browser nearly 30 years ago, early investor in Facebook and Lyft, a multi-billionaire, a very, very smart, successful man. 3.2 million views, and he says that in the next 10 years, your 9 to 5 will be extinct. Everything will be so cheap, you won't have to work anymore. Now, it might sound great. Many people might say this is a great thing. But when you start to really look at the change we're walking into, you'll realize exactly what's about to happen to the fabric of this country. And in this video, I'm going to break it down and show you and give you all the facts. Show you what Amazon's doing, what Walmart's doing, how all of this connects. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. YouTube will share this content. Educate more people about what's really going on in this country, in this economy. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself what I believe is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really build wealth, we'd love to help you if you have any late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, any issue at all in your credit report, go to greatcreditfast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call for tomorrow, and check our reviews on Trustpilot. Take a look at this. I mean, this is shocking. Amazon to pilot drone delivery in the UK. Amazon to test Prime Air drone delivery service in the UK, right? Two hours ago, 3 hours ago. They've already done this in Texas and Northern California and different pockets of America. This, I believe, in the next couple of years will get rolled out in a large scale. Look at Amazon, for example. 750,000 robots they've already deployed, replacing 100,000 humans. Now, when people see things like, hey, we need to stop corporate price gouging, what does that actually mean? It would mean that they would have the authority to set prices and say what price would be illegal. And so imagine you own let's just say you own Campbell's Soup, right? You own Campbell's Soup and it costs you $1 start to finish to get in front of a customer. You sell it maybe for $1.50 hypothetically, right? As an example. And so, you've got decent margins, but what if they come out and say you can't sell that for more than $1? Well, what you would have to do is you would have to fire employees, you'd have to bring in automation, you would have to maybe change the ingredients, you'd have to find ways in which you can sell it profitably at $1. Now, many companies won't be able to do this, so they'll have the option of either going out of business or selling that entity to another corporation. So we would likely see a roll-up of consumer brands across the spectrum inside of stores, which I believe is not great for consumers. You want competition in these stores. You don't want to have, 2 or 3 or 5 major players that are basically owning every aisle inside of a grocery store. But that, in fact, could happen. Now, when you look at what Walmart's doing, again, this was just 2 days ago, the 13th. This is on AOL.com. Walmart is building a home for grocery shopping robots next to one of its stores, and it offers a glimpse into the company's future. Walmart will soon start using robots to pick and pack shoppers' online grocery orders. The company is building a 20,000 square foot extension to one of its stores in Salem, New Hampshire, that will house robotic grocery carts and hundreds of products. The automated carts will rapidly pick and pack products according to customers' orders, then deliver the goods to one of our 4 stations where Walmart employees will finish assembling the orders. The vast majority of grocery products we offer in-store will be fulfilled through this system, though our personal shoppers will still hand-pick produce and other fresh items. I mean, how long will that last? Right? We're gonna continue moving into this automation world, and more people will be losing their jobs as we start seeing this race to the bottom. She's also, think about this. This is the 31st, right? So this is 16 days ago. Over the last basically 2 weeks, all of these announcements have come out. This one is that they're going to drive down bank fees for, let's say, a late credit card fee from $32 to $8. Right? The same is going to be true with insufficient funds fees. And for corporate landlords, if you have, let's just call it 50 properties, And I believe that's a starting point. I believe if they're going to get away with 50 properties, it'll go to 25 to 10 to 5 at 5%. So you can only increase rent 5% a year. Now, many people will say, John, rents are way too high. Well, look at it from both sides, right? Both sides are the landlord's also paying increased insurance premiums. Insurance has been out of control last couple of years. Taxes are going through the roof. The cost to maintain and service properties through the roof. And so as these landlords start going belly up, who wins? You think it's going to be a mom and pop landlord that's going to step in and buy it from that other mom and pop landlord? No, it's going to be a corporation buying and buying and buying all of these properties. And that's not going to be great for, I believe, tenants. I believe tenants have a better shot at getting a better deal through a mom and pop landlord, in a better situation through a mom and pop landlord than they would going to a landlord with 50,000 properties, right, where that tenant's just a number. And then you start looking at this. So if they are going to drop down these fees from $32 to $8, then you start thinking about, okay, well, how would the banking industry change? Because many of these banks make a ton of money on these fees. They make a lot of money banking those customers that are unreliable. Sometimes they miss payments, sometimes they don't have money, sometimes they overdraft the account. Well, as they start to lose those incentives, they're going to start shutting down access to capital to people that need it. That's what's going to happen. They're going to start closing down branches in certain high-risk areas, and they're going to start laying off employees. And so it makes perfect sense when you look at what banks did last year. They laid off 62,000 employees. You have Project Bora Bora that Citigroup launched, which now is going to be the result in 20,000 more employees being let go over the next 2 years. And the entire game plan here is they're going to be going technology upgrades, automation across the board. Look at what JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon just said. He said that all of their employees will soon have an automated AI assistant that's going to be basically there to help. Now, what's ultimately going to happen there? The same situation with Citigroup is going to be happening with Chase. These employees are going to be training these AI assistants to the point to where the AI assistant's not going to need the employee any longer, right? And it's just going to move into this zone. It's pretty shocking. Look at what's happening with small businesses now. Small businesses are in a recession. Small business loan availability dropped to its lowest level in nearly 11 years. The pace of the decline is similar to the pace seen in 2007, just before the financial crisis hit. Similar weakness also took place in 1989, before the 1990 recession. In the past, such a rapid decrease in small business loan availability coincided with a spike in initial job loss claims. The current trend implies that the number of people filing for unemployment could double and exceed 400,000 per week. And job growth totals 114,000 in July, much less than expected, as the unemployment rate rises to 4.3. But then they say U.S. job numbers have been revised lower by 778,000 since February. This year alone, non-farm payroll was revised by 279,000 from January to June. Furthermore, the U.S. economy lost 192,000 jobs in Q3 2023 and added 344,000 jobs in Q4 2023, according to a BED survey released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. On the other hand, non-farm payroll data showed that the U.S. labor market added 663 and 577,000 jobs, right? So they say it's a jaw-dropping 1,088,000 difference in job count over just 2 quarters. So you start to think about what's happened in the job market. Start to think about what this is going to mean. Layoffs rise to the highest for any February since 2009. It's going to mean that we're just going to see delinquencies start to skyrocket. Auto credit availability declines the 4th straight month. Delinquencies start to skyrocket. Businesses seeing where consumers really are. Everything is going to be the push into automation. Everything is going to be about driving down prices. And for a small business owner that doesn't have the infrastructure, they're going to be walking into a big problem. Credit card delinquencies rise even as credit limits are extended. When you look at this, for example, Walmart CEO on AI, we've used multiple LLMs to accurately create or improve over 850 million pieces of data in the catalog. Without the use of generative AI, this work would have required nearly 100x the current headcount to complete in the same amount of time. We're walking into a period of major change. And so when we see these headlines of we need to reduce prices, just think about what that would actually mean. I think it's just going to be an announcement over a speaker saying, hey, everyone drop your prices 25, 30%. It's going to mean a roll-up of so many companies the end of many small businesses forced to compete at even lower prices against these corporations. It's just going to be a structural change, I think, that many people aren't ready for. I think Marc Andreessen is right on the money here when he makes these predictions, saying that that everything is going to be changed. Basically, everyone's going to be doing side hustles. He's saying that AI will make many things 1,000x cheaper. Legal briefs, medical diagnosis, management consultant will cost pennies compared to the thousands now. So it's going to be across every industry. I believe we're walking into a major shift in society, and I think we're going to see a lot of people selling off properties, closing down businesses, and searching for cash. So if you have cash, you're going to be in a strong position. People are going to need money. When things hit the fan, what do people really want? They need money. They need cash. That's why you look at Warren Buffett, you look at a lot of these billionaires, they're selling off tons of stocks, sitting in cash. They're getting ready to go out there on a buying spree because everything in America looks like it's about to change. What do you think about this situation, this whole scenario? Do you think we're walking into 2025, 2026, 2027, it's going to be a complete redo of America? We're just going to see everything change? Let's have a conversation below. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself for funding, we'd love to help you if you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report. Go to greatcreditfast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call for tomorrow. Check out reviews on Trustpilot. Catch you next video.